Join us, Millie,
John T,
Milo, and Aspen,
as we share our lives as Brits.
living in my country of birth, Singapore.
We hope you enjoy our adventures as we find the extraordinary wonders in our normal everyday lives.
Welcome to Wonderlust. Can you believe we've been here for 6 months already? We asked you on Instagram any questions that you have for us now that we've been here for 6 whole months. And we had heaps of questions come through. We're going to answer as many of those as possible for you today.
Yeah, so some of you are asking what have we had to adjust to since living here. I think one of the massive differences is the weather over here. It's like a constant 30, 32. We're in monsoon season at the moment, so it does drop a little bit, but the heat we've had to get used to big time.
Weirdly, we feel like we've had to just get used to the cold recently of 21, 22, actually more like 23. But it has felt colder lately.
Yeah.
Like we need to get our sweaters out.
We don't have a car here, and we've mentioned before how easy public transport is. So that's been something we've had to get used to, working out public transport. But I went out with a friend today, and I thought of a perk of not having a car actually, is that when we went to meet her, went to a cafe, went to a park, and then we could just hop onto the nearest MRT, whereas she had to go back to where her car was. So sometimes it feels a little bit frustrating that I need to go shopping, I don't have a car, but there are taxis, which again, we've mentioned, are affordable and easy to get hold of too.
Another adjustment for me is just the regular adjustment of starting a new job, I guess. So getting to know new people, getting to know new systems has been pretty full on. But I've enjoyed being able to come home, go for a swim, hang out with the family. That's been a really, really nice adjustment to be able to have rather than kind of being cooped up the whole time. Especially as now we just found out the UK is on a crazy, like everybody's locked down. So no one's leaving the house, no one's doing anything really. So a nice adjustment, I guess.
Yeah, the kids have adjusted to school really well, and I think from not having been at school for so long in the UK because of another lockdown, they were just straight in, happy to make friends, happy to meet their teachers, and just happy to be learning again, which has made it so easy here. They are loving school.
We have also been asked, do we miss the UK?
Yeah, I'm in two minds. Obviously we miss friends and family and an awful lot, but at the moment with things with coronavirus, I'm wondering, would I miss the UK more if it wasn't happening? Because as we mentioned, the UK's in lockdown, so I'm not missing being able to do anything in the UK, because if we were there, I wouldn't be able to.
I really missed the UK at Christmas time, weirdly. I had this lovely moment at work where I was sat doing some work and there's like a cafe downstairs. I was working in there for a bit, and the wind kind of just blew and it started to feel a bit chilly. I had my earphones in, just had like Christmas tunes on while I was doing some work on the laptop, and there's just this moment, it was about to rain, so it got darker and everything felt a bit slightly more Christmassy, and that was really nice. But I did miss the festive feeling, which I didn't really feel like we had with the heat over here, although we really enjoyed Christmas.
Yeah, we did. We've been asked a few times if we find living in Singapore expensive.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's known as one of the most expensive countries in the world, so it's a natural thing to ask us. However, for us, we haven't really found it particularly expensive. I think the reasons for it are that we still do like regular food shops. We don't eat out like in fancy places. We go to the hawker centres and all the local places, which is actually a bit cheaper to eat out than it is to eat in.
Yeah, we eat local as well, so when I do the food shopping, we're not buying sort of Western food, we're buying more local things and things that, yeah, I guess they're a bit more accessible to get to Singapore.
Yeah, we've seen other UK YouTubers and people who just constantly putting out pictures and videos of avocado on toast, which, like, it's nice and all, but I don't really get it. It's super expensive.
Yeah.
It's great if you like avocado on toast, but you're living in like the food capital of the world, so why don't you eat some of the local food? But that's not dig, just saying.
Yeah, talking about local food, we love it so much. We've been asked what are our favourite dishes. For me, I could eat nasi lemak every day. It's like fried chicken, coconut rice, peanuts. It might sound a bit heavy for breakfast, but for me it's great.
Yeah, it's a breakfast food normally.
Yeah.
I am a massive fan of char kway teow. You can't get good ones in all the places. There's a couple of good ones. If you know of any good char kway teow, recommend it now. I want it. But we love local food, so all of it really. We're enjoying trying new things all the time. And we always encourage the kids to try new things. And they're really enjoying new foods too. Although they miss Western food every now and again, they just want to stuff their faces full of potatoes.
We do love being outdoors. There are some bugs outside. Nothing that we've noticed like really bad. There's lots of mosquitoes, but we just put bug spray on us when we go out. You can get these little patches that you can stick on your clothes and they kind of keep you bug free all day really, but we just kind of go out and about. There's no bugs here like in Australia that might cause you to end up in hospital or anything.
Yeah,
so,
an itch, we just get on with it, I guess. We just tell the kids it's fine, you're not going to die, it'll be okay. And we kind of just get on with it. It's really easy to find things to complain about, but if we're enjoying everything that we're doing and the bites don't really hinder us too much.
No, it's a small price to pay to be able to go and enjoy beautiful places like Botanic Gardens, and then if you go slightly off-piste into the jungle as well.
We've been asked why we love mud. We just like being outdoors, and if mud comes with it, then it's great. If you haven't loved mud, then you haven't been to the right mud with the right people.
Or the right shoes.
Or with the right shoes, yes. And they don't look that cool, it's okay. Just, you have fun. But the reason why we love mud is because it means that you're exploring something fun and different, maybe off the beaten track a little bit and into the non-beaten track. And it just means that you discover a little bit more and it's a bit more of an adventure. We've also been asked, how is the experience living in Singapore? I'd say the experience has been amazing. We're absolutely loving it. One of the standout things, other than kind of the obvious weather, food thing, is how safe we feel as a family.
Yeah, we feel really safe to be able to just go and send the kids to go and get a drink if we're at the hawker centre, that they can get a drink, that someone will help them out if they need it, as well as the other thing. Travelling on the MRT, I don't have any issues travelling on there sort of by myself or even at night. That all feels very, very safe. There's often security around as well, which I think adds to that.
Yeah, I mean, one of the first experiences Millie had in 2014 was about 10:30, 11 o'clock at night with a baby on the MRT, which is the underground train, and a group of lads got on the train and started making a bit of a beeline towards Millie, and she was a bit like, what's going to happen? It's a bit scary. But then they got down on their knees and started playing with Milo and tickling him and making sure that he was happy, and I think that says it all really about here. We feel incredibly privileged to be in such a safe place. Like the other day we sent the kids off to the play park on their own because we weren't quite ready to be there with them, so we're like, oh, it's okay, here's a key, like, go. And they're not that grown up, but they are. I mean, it helps, our kids are quite responsible, I guess, but they were confident to go.
Yeah.
Milo in particular has just grown in confidence, and a really lovely confidence. He feels bold enough to talk to people, and that he's going to be treated well, and yeah, it's fantastic. So what are some interesting or weird habits you guys have developed after moving?
I don't know if it's weird. Something that I didn't do in the UK before, when you pay for things, holding cash with two hands.
Oh yeah, that's a really nice
I guess
thing.
that's a habit I picked up. Don't particularly do it in the UK. It's just a sign of respect.
You've stopped cleaning since you moved in?
It's too much to do.
There's nothing to do.
There's loads to do.
She's laughing, but it's true. So you've stopped a habit?
Stopped a habit.
She used to clean. Now it's just socialising. I slip into a slightly local accent at times.
Taxi.
In the taxi or when buying food, but it's mainly because people don't always understand me if I'm speaking in an English accent.
Tree.
Do, tree.
Yeah.
That's kind of it. That's my only weird habit. What are some of the areas of Singapore that you've left to explore? We've got heaps to explore.
Yeah. So many. There's more heritage trails.
We've done one out of the 80, however many.
Yeah, Jonty wants to go and search for the best flat white. So if you've got recommendations of good cafes, then let us know those as well. I have decaf coffee, so that's a bit lame, I know, but caffeine gives me a headache, so I'll just eat the cake. There's so much more food to explore. We want to go back to Ubin because we didn't get to do the whole of that. There's other surrounding islands as well left to do. Formula 1, Chinese New Year.
There's so much.
Haven't been able to see those.
Huge boat just went into the house.
Yeah, there's other things in the year that aren't necessarily a place, but other sort of celebrations that we've got to experience being here. And being here was non-COVID. Like, we've worn a mask since we've been here.
Yeah, true. All of our holidays, I guess the main difference is the lack of COVID when we've been here on holiday, whereas now we've been walking around with masks on and everything like that. It'd be really, really nice to be able to experience Singapore living here COVID-free. We pretty much live COVID free.
Yeah.
But without the, I don't like calling them restrictions, without the regulations that are in place. They don't actually restrict us. I feel like they keep us free, which is awesome. Okay, finally, we've been asked how long we plan on staying in Singapore for and whether we will ever return to the UK.
There's so many more places to explore. We feel very settled here and the kids are in a brilliant school. So for now, we're very, very happy to stay here. The kids are happy to stay here. And of all the things we've talked about, the safety, the food, the climate, hopefully we'll be able to travel again to nearby countries as well, which I think will just add to our life here already.
Yeah. We've had conversations about what our next move might be, but we're looking kind of at the kids when they go to university. That's quite a long way away.
It's a very long way away.
Yeah. And Milo was telling us the other day that he doesn't think he'll leave our apartment ever. Be better. Well, we hope you've enjoyed all of the questions that we've answered, and feel free to drop more questions in the comments below. But for now, we'll leave you with a little compilation of the last 6 months. I just made that up, so Millie has to edit it now. We've arrived. So it was a really, really lovely flight. Hey, so we have arrived and we have been put in the Mandarin Hotel.
We've been here for 3 days now. We're currently in a hotel doing our stay at home notice.
We've got 1 minute to go and then we'll be leaving the hotel room. How does it feel, guys? You ready? We're ready to go? Woo! Oh, here we go. Ah, quarantine time!